Hello, Notion Brit here, aka Brit Malka, and today I'm going to make a short and basic video of how you can use Notion, because I hear all the time from people that they would love to use it, or they don't know how to use it, or they just haven't found anything interesting about it yet. So that's about to change now, I hope. So here I've started a new workspace in Notion. This is how Notion will look when you first download it. It will have only a few basic things in here. Among that, a lot of templates you can use down here, create templates. So this is how it looks. It has a panel over here with different pages, menus you can take, and it has a user interface in here where you can write. You can even do a lot of other things, but we'll get to those on the way. So first let's just use this little tutorial here. It's about how to get started. It says welcome to Notion up here. If I click, you can see the cursor comes down after the sentence. There's a little icon here, and all those are things that you can add yourself to when you write. You can add icons, you can add the text, you can add check boxes like here in the to-do list. You can add such a little arrow here so you can toggle on and off to hide things. And down here is another icon and a question. So they suggest that we click anywhere and just type. So we could do that at the bottom, as you can see. Just type. Or I can continue here. Or anywhere, like they say. You can type here on an empty line, or you can type on a line that already exists, even between words that already exists. So now I've done this first point. Click anywhere and just start typing. So now I want to check this off because I've done it. So I just click inside the field and you will see the check mark, and you will see that the sentence here is now overlined. Hit slash to see all the types of content you can add. Headers, videos, subpages, etc. Okay, let's try that. So instead of just type down here, I will hit the slash, and then it opens a context menu. And you can see you can make text, a page, a to-do list, headings for when you are styling your text. You can add a table. You can add bulleted list, numbered lists, and toggle list, quotes, dividers. And I suggest you look at all those yourself so I don't waste your time going through them, because you will want to look at them. But they're all here. Every time you need to do something, you can use a shortcut. You can learn them later, or you can simply type the slash and then pick from the list. Here's a quote, and then it will show up with this line beside it. Okay, second point done. Highlight any text and use a menu that pops up to style your writing however you like. Okay, let's try that. So I'm going to highlight the word text by double clicking. Nothing happens. Okay, then I'm going to select some text, and still nothing happens. It should happen, it doesn't. Okay, we'll just be patient and try this a little bit later. Next point is, see the 6 dots to the left of this checkbox and hover. Click and drag to move this line. Okay, so here we have the little field. We only see it when we hover over it. Now it's invisible. Now it's visible. And when I click with my mouse, then I can move this around. And you can see where I'm going to place the line, because it shows a blue line where it's going to be. So it can either be below one of the existing lines, or if you drag it all the way out, you can even add it to the side. For now, I'm just going to add it at the bottom, and then check this field to say that now I've done this. As you can see, it's now a little bit dragged inside, so you can drag it out again and place it over here. Now we have 2 columns. You can use Ctrl Z or Command Z, it must be on a Mac, to cancel, and then drag it out here, and now we have it in the same column as the others. Shall we see if it works with highlighting now? No, it's stubborn. I don't know why it does that. Let's see, what about up here? No, it doesn't want to. Maybe it's because I'm recording this, I don't know, so maybe the recorder is interfering, but normally you would see a little toolbar pop up that you can use to format. But hopefully it will work on your computer, and then you can see how it works. Click the plus new page button at the bottom of your sidebar to add a new page. And now they're talking about this sidebar over here. You can see there's a plus down here, new page, so I click that, and then I can give this new page a title. Let's just call it new page test. And if I click outside again, you will now see this new page down here, because I made it from down here. So it would just add to the menu, you can tell, about the pages that are already up here. So now I have done that, so I check it off. Click templates in your sidebar to get started with pre-built templates. I will wait a bit with that because there are many. Where do we have them? Templates. You can see all the templates they have added for you, which are free to use. Some of them are really great, like the reading list that allows you to add books and articles, even TV series if you want. But you can take a look at those, but I will go more into templates later. For now, I will just leave it alone. And let's see, the only thing we've not been able to do now is by highlighting the text and using the menu that pops up, because it doesn't pop up for some reason. And we have shown that there's something hidden under this toggle block, and we've added a new line. So now all this is done, but you still don't know perhaps how to use Notion. So let's make a new page again. Let's call this how to use Notion. And now I can add an icon to this at the top. I simply click here and it will give me a random icon. I can change it by clicking the icon and either choosing one of the emojis, or by choosing an icon, or by uploading an icon. And for the templates I make that I sell, I upload an icon because I like that they are very equal in style. But the icons over here are also pretty cool. Right now they are in black and white, as you can tell. But if I pick one of them, let's say the balloon, then I can choose among different colors. So let me take a pink balloon to use for this. You can also add a cover, which is this picture image at the top. I prefer it without, but you can add it, and you can also change the cover. There are several given in here already. You can upload your own. You can link to a cover, or you can use Unsplash to pick a new cover. And now it will be set to that one instead, and you can even reposition. So if it's not exactly where you want it, you can drag this around and then save the position. But now I have a new page in Notion, and you can also see it over here, or part of the title in the menu to the left. Now it all depends on what I'm going to use this page for. A page can serve as a folder in Notion. It's a holder for several things, but they call them all pages. But you can have sub-pages to your pages. You can have databases inside your pages. You can have lots of other pages and images and videos and all kinds of stuff. It's all called pages, and the handy thing about them is that you can open them all up. In this video I'm just going to show you how you can use a page for simple text that you write, and later we'll get into how you can use them with databases as well, because that's when it gets really handy. But let's say I want to write an article about how to use Notion. So I have the headline already in here from the page title, how to use Notion. So I could write a little introduction here. If you don't know how to use Notion, this article will be helpful to you. And then I would want a new headline, for example. So I use the slash, and as you can tell now here, you see the headings 1 and 2 and 3, and that's all. So now I'm taking heading 2 because I already have a heading 1 up here. But it's not important like it is if you make a home page. If you make a home page, you can have one heading 1 on each page, or that's what the rule says. Here you can have many heading 1s, but I like to keep the hierarchy in order, so this is a title and here I have heading 2. So you can write text. I can't, but you can. So here's the text, and then you would write another headline, and you can either skip an extra space or just continue right after. So this time I'm going to make the slash and write H2, and then it will go down to the heading 2. This is just a quicker way to get down there than if you scroll down to the heading 2. So you can add images, and you can continue like that, write everything you can, and when you're done you have a page full of text. You can of course also add images, slash I, and then you have image at the top, so that's all I need to write. So again here you can upload, embed a link, or use Unsplash. So I'm going to use Unsplash this time. Let's take a cornflower. I was inspired by the pink flower, but cornflower is my favorite. Do they have a pretty one? Yeah, let's just take this one up here. So now this image will be put into my Notion page here. So that is it for this video. Now you have a little bit of idea about what you can use Notion for, the simple way. And if you think it's too simple just to use it for notes, I agree with you. So we're going to add many more details in the following videos. Enjoy Notion as it is.